Welcome to Mercedes-Benz Stadium in Atlanta. No home field advantage in this one, just a great stage for a neutral site showdown. So Virginia's headed toward the football to break the seal on this 2027 season. And it'll come out to the 25, no attempt at a return. The Gators offense will be the first to dial up ball plays in this one. And now we take a look at Nate Shepard. Boy, are they excited about what he's going to bring to this running game. Looking for room, it's Shepard. Picks up a useful 5-yard chunk out to the 30-yard line.
Man, it's easy to call plays when you're getting 5 or 6 yards of pop on the ground. Like, why would I get complicated? Why would I get complex? Like, up front right now, this group just win, fall forward, get that good game, stay ahead of the sticks, don't have to get in bad situations. This defense better respond, or else I'll do that all the way down the field.
They make the tackle, but not before he picks up the first down.
You love to see this on offense. Early in drives, getting that kind of yardage keeps you ahead of the chains.
They've got it at the 37. It's 1st and 10. Straight ahead, it's Shepard. They'll give him 4 on the pickup at 2nd and 6.
That's a really nice play. It's impressive. Once first down, the defense thinks you might be running the football. You still can line up, you can get some movement at the point of attack, and find a little crease for your running back.
There he goes. Remember, down where you start the slide, and he'll be short of the line to gain.
And it's not sexy, and it's not these long plays all the time. But this QB does such a good job of picking up 4 to 5 and making it where you're always ahead of the sticks and just letting you know, we'll run it. We'll take advantage of this guy's speed, and we're going to make you defend him throughout this football game.
Drives inside. He's got first down yardage as they move it to the 44.
I think it's really important for this offense. They get this guy going early in the game, and they're doing a nice job of that right now. Remember, he's the kind of running back who gets better as the game goes on. That's a really good omen for this offense, considering his success now early.
Maybe a crease. Past the 20. 10. And he'll take it to the house. He got loose. Touchdown, Gators.
And that is exactly what they wanted to see. They talked about bolstering their speed at the running back spot. They said this guy could do it. And you get a good glimpse of it early in this football game. Palmer, there's one thing to talk about speed. It's another thing to talk about speed. And that guy takes off, erases some angles, and makes the big play early.
It's so true, David. There's so many really good running backs in the country that can make people miss, but when we see them get into the second level, they always get caught. This guy is a little bit different. And now if you're on defense, that's a big alert. You know, hey, if we don't tackle him, if linebackers miss him, if safeties miss him, and this guy gets in the second level, he is taking it to the house. There's a lot of pressure now in this defense to tackle.
The Cavaliers offense coming onto the field, and we'll get our first look at them in this one. And coming out now is Mylan Graham, former Ohio State Buckeye. A highly anticipated debut here. He's a tremendous pass catcher with every skill you'd want.
And this is what you're doing every year in the transfer portal, dude. Go out and find playmakers that I instantly insert in my lineup, and I know who they are, what they are, and I know they win at the college level. That's why they went out and got this guy receiver, a playmaker, extraordinaire, a highlight machine. He's going to make those big plays, Palmer. I imagine if I'm coaching this offense, I'm getting that guy the ball early in this football game.
Yeah, he's going to help the passing attack. I think he's also going to help the balance for this offense, too. I think when you talk to the coaches, they knew they already had some weapons coming into this season, but you bring in this guy now on the outside in the perimeter, and now that's another player that the defense has to account for and be thinking about. So it'll be interesting to see the effect, not just on the passing attack, but really their ability to run the football too, because of the attention this transfer guy is going to get.
Not exactly the ideal situation for this offense. Third and long, backed up inside their 20. From the gun, wants to pass. Makes the grab. They'll make the stop about a yard short of the first down.
And that's a big throw. That's a big-time throw on third and really long, making a play.
Hold on a minute. The offense still out there going for it in their own territory. They're changing things up, trying to get everyone set. Snapped it, and he has to have it. Oh, he's got some space. He's got enough, and they roll the dice on fourth down, and they keep the drive alive. They were willing to spin that wheel of fortune in their own territory, and it paid off.
And it came up good. I mean, I think you see the aggressiveness by these offenses now, willing to go for it on their own territory, and I like it because they got it.
Let's take a minute here and think about Virginia. They had quite the ride last year, made it to the semifinals, couldn't finish the deal. Regression or redemption?
And today we're going to find out, and that's what's cool. Last year did not finish the way they wanted to, but they did get to the playoff. That is an accomplishment. Now, did that raise the level of intensity for these guys for a whole offseason, Jesse, and do they come out better?
I think it has. I think the sense of urgency on this team has actually gone up. There were a lot of people patting them on the back last year. Yeah, you didn't win it all, but you made it to the playoff. Nice job. They're hungrier than they were a season ago. Let's see if that shows itself here today.
Drops back on first down. Out wide right, it's Smith. And it seems to be a lot easier for the quarterback to find this guy than it is for the defense.
Yeah, and I think this is a guy, Reese, that you can split him out. You can feel comfortable getting the football as many ways as possible because he is one of those matchup problems. Linebackers aren't going to be able to run with him, so try to find ways to maximize that little guy's speed and athletic ability.
And the Cavaliers in a good spot here with second and short. Motion from the wideout. They pull him down, but he's got enough, and it'll be a first down for this offense. The Cavaliers come to the line with a fresh set of downs thanks to that last connection in the passing game. Snap on first down, wants to throw. They'll run the screen. Ball is loose. Defense covering it up and not letting the offense get it back. It's a turnover.
Nice heads-up play by the defense to jump on that ball after it got popped out.
He just got knocked the fuck out. Oh, that's down.
Now we'll hang on here. The coach has called a timeout. He wants the officials to take another look. Thinks he's got a good shot at getting this one overturned. This coach wanted to be absolutely certain on a challenge. He was right. The previous play will be overturned. And the Cavaliers will snap it on first and 10. He's changing the play. So they were getting up against the play clock, and they don't want the penalty. They'll take the timeout here. After using an early one, 2 left for them to spend. They've moved to the 16. It's first and 10. The give is to Smith. He's dragged down at the 12 as they try to cash in on this red zone opportunity. As they get set to snap it, time winding down here in the quarter. A run for the quarterback. And after the stop, that is going to put a bow on this first quarter. We've reached the break. It's Florida with the lead. Guys, let's have a look at the stats as we've played one period. So they go back to work after the break, and it is third down. Here's the snap, looking to throw. Has it! He gets it in! Touchdown, Cavaliers! Extra point here will tie the game. Well, you could draw a line in the middle, and he would have hit that thing. And after the extra point was good, it's even Steven here in the second quarter. And no chance at a return here. They'll start this drive at their own 25. Florida has the ball back, and here comes the offense. There wasn't much need to throw it around on that last drive for the touchdown, Jesse. They got it done running the ball.
And, David, I don't think you have to overthink this thing. If they can't stop you running it, why would you stop handing it off? Just keep at it here on this drive.
Well, and if I'm the defense, I'm making some changes. I'm bringing in more big bodies. I'm playing more aggressive towards the line of scrimmage. I am not going to let them have that kind of drive again.
You know, if you want to run the ball up the middle, you're going to have to block that guy. I mean, nobody even touched him, and he slanted right into the backfield, made the tackle for us.
After not getting a thing done on first down, it's second and long from the 24. Looking to throw. Can hang on after the hit, and it'll bring up third down.
Not many receivers like to get hit. They just don't, okay? They're prima donnas. That's what they are. That's who they are. Nice job by the defender. You could tell he was catching the football. He was going to put a hit on him to make sure he had to think about something later, and you could see the ball pop out and fall to the ground.
Fires left. Another incompletion on third down.
Well, after giving up that touchdown on the opening drive,
Who's that? A lot of good receivers. A2, A1. Slow ends. Look at all those freshman linebackers. Slow linebackers. Pretty slow on defense. Sweet.
Bit of a come to Jesus with their defensive coordinator on the sideline. I don't know what he said, but he, I think, just invoked the fear of God into this defense, because this 3 and out has been sensational, dominant. This is the way they've got to play moving forward.
And he'll work his way on the return out to the 35-yard line before he stopped. Virginia sending its offense back onto the field. How big is this drive? Scored a touchdown the last time they had it. Defense gets a stop, and now it's up to them in a tie game.
All right, so if you're the offensive coordinator here, let's dial it in. Who are your best matchups and best playmakers to take advantage of this golden opportunity?
Yeah, and I'm interested to see this defense, too. Like, the momentum is clearly not in your favor. How do you get it back? How do you make a big play? Do you be more aggressive here to try to get the football back to your offense?
That is a completely avoidable penalty. The quarterback just went into brain lock and lost track of the play clock. Wide receiver going in motion. Here's the snap, itching to fire downfield. Got rid of it quickly, but it's incomplete. All right, guys, let's talk for just a moment about Virginia. They had no choice but to go into the portal. They had to replenish all of those guys that they lost, and you have to hope that some of these guys will come in day one and make an impact. But is that realistic, David?
Yeah, you're optimistic with the portal because here's the thing. These guys you've seen play in other systems with other teams. You kind of know their personality, and you especially know how they're going to look on the field. So, Jesse, that's why they went deep in the portal.
Yeah, and I think the biggest question then for these guys coming in is how quickly can they gel? The chemistry in the locker room is so important. It's hard to find that in one offseason, bringing all these guys in, but they feel like they've got a really good group via the portal.
On 3rd and long, trying to have a big completion here. Got it. Gets it to the 46-yard line. First down for this offense.
That's a tough pill to swallow if you're on defense. 3rd down, you're blitzing. You're expecting to be able to affect the quarterback, but give this offensive line, these guys, credit because they were able to pick everything up and give their quarterback an opportunity to throw clean from the pocket to pick up that first down.
Keeping it on the ground inside. It's Smith. And he's able to bounce off one tackle for a solid pickup.
And that would be the definition of first down success. Putting yourself in a good position. It's 2nd and inches. I can do whatever I want next. I can take a shot down the field. I can run the football and get a new set of downs. Like, nice first down execution.
The Cavaliers have a lot of options on 2nd and inches. This time they'll throw it. Snagged in the middle. It's Hawkins. They'll finally get him on the ground, but not before he makes it to the 30 and gets a first down. And the Cavaliers are marching down the field. Looking for a crease. Got the first down. Inside the 20 and out of bounds at the 19 on the big run.
Man, coaches talked about they want to get this running back involved early and often and create some momentum, and this is a great way to do it. Early in this football game, ripping off an explosive run, get the juices going, and I bet you he's going to get a few more touches today.
Great play by the cornerback. In this offense, they're just trying to get this receiver the ball quickly to see if he can make something happen. But that cornerback was draped all over. Nice job.
They've got a solid drive working, but now looking at 2nd and 11. The snap sets up to throw. Right side, it's Thurman. The ball is down at the 14 after that grab. So an example of a tight end doing a little unheralded work to set up a much better 3rd down situation.
And I like the QB here, Reese. I like the decision where I understand, let's get this football out, let's get some positive yards, and then get to 3rd down, and we can still have a better situation now because we got rid of the football and took the yards that were there.
From the gun, he'll try to throw for it on 3rd down. Finds his big tight end. They'll make the stop about 3 yards short of the first down. So they'll send out the field goal unit. Never a doubt. Right down the middle. And with that field goal, they now have the lead.
And you want a touchdown and you want to be aggressive, but man, right down the middle, that obviously gives me some confidence down the road that I can trust this guy.
He'll start the return inside his 5. Tackled and brought down right at the 20-yard line. Good coverage there. Here comes the Gators offense, ready to go on the attack. They'll open this drive, hoping to move it down the field. A touchdown would give them the lead. Quick give. It's Shepard. That may not look like a huge run, but they'll take it as it gets them up to the 24. And now on second down for this offense. Runs through the tackle. Just what they were looking for to get this drive rolling. They're out to the 35.
I don't know if this defense knows what just hit them because they gave up the completion, they gave up a first down, and now here's the offense back up at the line of scrimmage again going.
And the defense, got him at the 27. Timeout is called by Virginia. That's their second. They'll have one left. They'll get together to decide how to play this second down. And the Gators now with a long way to go to pick up the first down. Wants to go up top on second down. Caught in the backfield. It's Shepard. Makes the catch, but goes no further, and it'll be a short pickup on that one. Timeout on the field. The Cavaliers have taken their final timeout. They'll take a moment to gather their thoughts and put together a plan for this third down play. Let's see what call they have on third and long from the 28. He's looking downfield to throw. Gets rid of it.
It's so nice when you know it's third and long, you know a pass is coming, you worked on it all week, get your feet set at the sticks, understand that quarterback's got to be rushed, get him off of his spot. Nice execution by this defense.
Kick is in the air. Trying to make one miss. That's a perfect example of not settling for a fair catch. Pick up whatever yardage you can and help out the offense. The Cavaliers offense all set and ready to get this drive underway. Always good to get points on a drive, David. Chip shot field goals can leave you a little empty.
And I think it's great to get points, but the great teams get touchdowns in the red area. You got to get out there this time and execute a little better on this drive.
You're absolutely right, David. And generally, the best red zone offenses are the ones that run the ball the best. So let's see if they can be a little bit more physical on this drive.
He's now up to 66 yards rushing already here in the first half. It's a season opener, but he's in midseason form.
Well, that's why this running game can be so dynamic. This guy is special when he has the football in his hands. He can make people miss, he can run with power, and he also has speed. You saw it on that last play.
Wants to throw one first. Out wide right, it's Smith. They finally get him on the ground, but he's got an explosive play for the first down. The Cavaliers have taken it inside the 20. He'll be forced out of bounds, and they're stubborn with this running game in the red zone.
Man, the defense, you hold your breath. When this receiver has the football out in space, you have got to make sure you're playing with outstanding pursuit. Nice job there, but as this game goes on, you've got to keep an eye on this guy and make sure they know where he is at all times.
Second down coming up on this red zone opportunity. Wants to throw. He's working against the clock. Got his man. He's brought down, but he's got him inside the 10. First and goal from the 8.
I think quarterback dropping back, understanding I'm getting zone coverage. All I got to do is be a little bit patient, manipulate that defense a little bit. My wide receiver runs that drag, and I get the first down.
And the Cavaliers have it in scoring position on 1st and goal. Big fella moving. He's down at the 1, and they almost had the touchdown pass on that one. They'll run it left, looking for the end zone here. Fighting his way for every inch, but he still needs a few more. He stopped short of the goal line. They'll look to throw on 3rd and goal. And he waltzes in for the score. Touchdown, Virginia!
This has been an outstanding job by this football team in the middle 8, right? The last 4 minutes of the first half, they score a touchdown, and here in the first 4 minutes of the second half, they score another. They've changed the scoreboard. They've changed the momentum. Their confidence right now is very, very high. But this is one of those areas situationally in a game coaches are always harping on, and they have executed perfectly.
Here he comes from inside his own 5. He was hoping for something a little more dynamic, that they get him on the ground at the 20. Inside 30 seconds to play in the half. We'll see how aggressive they are on this drive. On the ground, it's Shepard. He gets across the 25, steered out of bounds at the 26.
And I like the thought process on offense here early in this game. They're giving their bell cow the ball early and often. There are a lot of coaches that outthink themselves, and I think, you know, we're going to throw the ball to set up the run instead because everybody on defense knows our guy is the focal point. But this offense is just keeping it simple. Let's just give our best player the football early in this game, and let's just get him into a rhythm.
As the Gators head for the locker room by the watchful eye, that full Gator head. Let's check in with Kevin Connors at the half. The Gators will boot it away to start the second half. On the run from inside his own 5. Tackled and brought down at the 23-yard line, so not a whole lot of room on that return. Holly, what did you find out coming out of halftime?
Guys, Virginia's head coach told me at the half, Coach told me he is thrilled with his transfer running back. This is exactly why they brought him. They expected big things out of him, and he has shown that he is capable so far here in this game. They want to continue that momentum behind the strong running game of his first half. Back to you.
Appreciate that, Holly.
Man, when you go into the half and you're down, like, that speech is usually pretty fiery. A lot of words you can't use on television. And so this coaching staff probably challenged their guys, and I like the way they started this second half so far. Physically, flying around, doing a great job stopping the run. They got to play like this the rest of the game.
He's stuffed after picking up 1 to the 23.
And what a great job by the defense here. First down, second down, 2 straight runs. They stuffed both. And that was a big key for them coming into this game. They want to set up 3rd and long situations. And now those edge rushers can pin their ears back to get after the quarterback. They can mix up and disguise their coverages on the back end, hoping to create negative plays and takeaways.
They need a huge play on 3rd and long. Good effort, but he's going to come up a little bit short. It'll be 4th down and 1. This offense is completely confident in their ability to get 1 yard. They'll go for it on 4th down. And he's brought down, but he picks up the 1st down, and the gamble pays off.
And they're showing you their intentions early in the game. It's 4th down, you're in your own end. We're going to be aggressive, and we're not just going to do this early. We're going to do this all game long. Awesome execution on a critical down.
Nowhere to go on that one. It'll bring up 2nd and 10.
Man, it's really hard to control the running game if you don't control the line of scrimmage. And how about the defensive line doing a great job attacking those guys up front, not open up lanes to run through. Nice job just nullifying that run altogether.
Quarterback keep. Tackled almost immediately. Not a whole lot on that one.
Yeah, and it's a nice job by this defense understanding, listen, that QB is a threat, and they're going to run all kinds of options, and he's going to run the football. They were dialed in and got that sucker to the ground.
Oh, pressure's coming. Out wide left, it's Davis. Turning it on. Just what they were looking for, and he's got him set up in business at the 35 with a first down. The Cavaliers had this offense rolling. Making the adjustment on the play. Turns upfield. Nice run to pick up his way for good yardage there.
And this is exactly how you want to draw it up if you're an offensive coach. Later in the game, you start to get in the second half, and you've got the lead, and you can be the more physical team. It's really hard for somebody to come back. This defense has got to come up with a stop. They got to get more physical right now in this football game, or it's going to get out of hand.
After trying the running game, let's see if they do it again on second down. Turns out it's Graham. Brought down at the 25 after a 5-yard gain. It'll be a first down. And the Cavaliers go back to work after moving the chains through the air. Fresh setter downs going to the air. Throws for the tight end. And it's incomplete, deflected, knocked away by the D.
Love the competitive nature by the defender on that play. That's just a 50-50 ball, and that defender swatted it away.
Third quarter opening week of the season, and they're facing 2nd and 10. Here he goes. Already well within field goal range. Wonder how aggressive they'll be on 3rd and long from the 22. Throws it off the RPO. They make the stop about 4 yards short of the first down. And it looks as if they're going to try a field goal. And he's already made one. The holder will put it down at the 26 for a 36-yard try. Field goal is good. And now the lead is extended a little further.
And that's not the way they wanted to end the drive, but nice job being ready and your field goal kicker coming through and putting 3 points on the board.
On the move from inside his 5. Really disciplined job by the coverage unit to get down there and make the stop at the 19. The Gators sending the offense back to work. Their first possession of this third quarter, still trailing. Defense did just force a field goal, and we'll see if they can grab some momentum with this drive. Pulls it, fired complete. A little more space, open up that playbook even more as they pick up the first down out to the 30.
Offenses love the explosive plays through the air, pushing the ball down the field. And look at this. Sometimes it creates some momentum, and you want to capitalize. So you go get on the ball and get ready to run some no-huddle.
I'll tell you, I love the play call on first down here. You're just trying to find an easy completion, and the shortest throw on the field for the quarterback is finding your biggest target, and that's the tight end. Nice job.
Hit and drop behind the line. He'll lose a yard. The Gators want to crank the tempo. On 3rd and long, he's going to have to throw for it. And while the pass is incomplete, the flag is down. I think that was a free play for this offense. Defense was in the neutral zone.
And this is what's going to drive coaches crazy. It's mental errors, right? It doesn't take any talent or lack of talent to have that penalty. You just got to watch the ball, and when it's snapped, get after the quarterback.
A whole lot easier after that penalty. It's 3rd and 2. Trying to squeak through the pile. Really nice job there to pick up the first down and get it to their own 41. We've reached the end of the period. It's Virginia holding the lead. They've done the work to build a nice cushion. Now to bring it home as we check out the stats after 3 quarters. They go back to work with the first down in the final period of this one. Sells to run, looking to pass. Left side, it's Mays. They'll finally drag him down, but not before he gets it to the 40, and it's a first down. And the Gators, after moving the sticks through. Come to the line. Rides the option, he keeps it. Gain of about 4 sets up a 2nd and 6.
You know, as a quarterback, when you're doing this zone read play, you got to read that defensive end. If he crashes down hard inside to take the running back away, right away you know now you're keeping the football. Nice job by the quarterback.
The fake and wants to throw. Unloads to the wideout. Wilson open on the right side. Ripping off a good chunk inside the 25, and they're set up with a first down. The Gators come to the line with a fresh set of downs. They'll move the wide receiver. They'll go to the counter play. Pulled down after a nice run, and they're in the red zone at the 19.
All right, they've shown this formation a lot of times, especially in the first half. Now what do? They show the formation, pull some guys and run a counter backside. Beautiful play design. Way to adjust in the second half.
Run in the red zone. It's Shepard. Stopped at the 13-yard line as the drive continues.
On second down defensively, I'm always like, hey, let's get to 3rd down. Really good job by the offense. It's like, nah, we're going to stick this run right down your throat, get the first down on 2nd down. We don't need 3rd downs.
They'll run the counter. He's tackled right at the 10-yard line, and they're trying to cash in on this drive.
Winning first down is such a big deal on defense, like getting them into more predictable situations, more passing situations. Nice job not giving up a lot of run after contact on that first down.
Wide receiver comes in motion. He'll be stopped just short of the end zone, but they'll have it 1st and goal.
Just went with something very easy, very reliable. Flip it forward, let your receiver do the rest. I only got to get a few yards. Nice job, nice execution. First down.
1st and goal, and this feels like their chance to make a game of it. Touchdown, Gator! And they take it in for 6 more points.
Man, it's so nice to have an offense that can do so many different things and attack you different ways. When you run the option, the normal way, with a running back, the defense knows how to play it. But how about this? The receiver out wide, now a little confusion. QB takes advantage and punches it in for 6.
And he knocked that one right down the middle. They put it in the end zone with a 12-play scoring drive and finished the deal with the short touchdown run from the 2. He'll return it. Nice job by the kickoff team. Everybody stayed in their lanes, and they'll stop it. Virginia ready to get things going as the offense takes the field. That last score the defense allowed made it a one-possession game, and there is plenty of pressure to have a productive drive here. They'll send the back in motion. Gets it out to the 20 after a pickup of 4.
Well, the offense has the lead, and we call this 4-minute offense. This is a situation that teams around the country practice, having the lead late in the game and needing to ice it by running the football and throwing high-percentage passes.
Solid pickup of 4 on first down. It's 2nd and 6. Right back to the well. Keeps it moving for a 3-yard gain to the 24.
Well, this offense thinks that they have enough left in the tank here to run the football and run all the time off the clock. They got the lead late. Didn't get the first down on that last one, but it's not going to surprise anybody if they turn around and hand it off again here.
The pressure, the intensity is palpable. A huge play right here on 3rd and 2. He'll get a fresh set down, stopped at the 31-yard line. The Gators are going to call their first timeout. They still have a couple of timeouts to work with in this final quarter. First down here as we dive into the college football season, a Week 1 clash that has been worth every minute of it so far. They'll give him 4 on the pickup at 2nd and 6. Clock is stopped. Florida has called a timeout at 2nd. They've got 1 timeout left now. They'll have to choose wisely as to when to use it. Offense gets set for 2nd down. Pulls it on the option. Stopped in the backfield, and that'll be a loss of 2. Timeout now called by the Gators. That's their last one. And they'll have to navigate the rest of this game without being able to stop the clock. 3rd and long, a lot of ground to cover. Quick pass to the left, trying to get it to the marker. At the 45, on its way. Lots of running room. Touchdown, Cavaliers. And they add 6 more to the board with that trip to the house. How about this? A 2-point conversion coming. Quarterback run is part of their game plan. He's into the end zone for the 2 and extends the lead. And he takes this from inside the 5. Tackled and brought down right at the 20-yard line. Good coverage there. Florida has the ball back, and here comes the offense. Fresh set of downs going up top. Out wide left, it's Jackson. And that corner came in hot despite knowing that he was giving up some size.
Well, here's the problem offensively. Because you're trailing by so much so late in the game, the defense now is going to be playing big zone coverages, and they're going to allow you to throw the ball underneath in the middle of the field, rally to make a tackle, and bleed the clock. It's going to be hard now for this offense to claw their way back in this one.
3rd and long right here. Motion from the wide receiver. On 3rd down, he'll try to pick it up through the air. And the incomplete pass will bring up 4th down.
After that incompletion on 3rd down, you're not quite in panic mode yet on offense, but the sense of urgency is really ratcheting up because you're down 2 possessions, not a lot of time left on the clock. You have got to find your best playmaker right here on 4th down. This could be the game. This is a play you absolutely have to make.
Got to make the play on 4th. Here comes the heat. Dragged to the ground, but not before. He's converted the 4th down to keep the drive going. The Gators want to pick up the tempo. That will take us to the 2-minute timeout, and not much time left for this offense to put together a miracle. This offense will snap it from the 42 on 1st and 10. Wants to throw again. Complete out left to Wilson. He's brought down quickly. Minimal gain there. Still a bit short of the 1st down.
And this offense just hasn't found a way to kind of open it up. Like they haven't found those
Looking deep. He caught it. And he's into the end zone. Touchdown, Florida.
Hey, man, I don't know what they talked about at the half, man, but this team is rolling. Doing an unbelievable job getting the football, putting it in the end zone again. And how about the defense doing their job, Palmer? Momentum is crazy in college football. But here in the second half, they've come out and seized it.
Yeah, this has been a masterclass in complementary football. Offense doing their job, the defense getting off the field, giving it back to the offense, everything going their way. And you're right, in college football, we see momentum shifts all the time. All of the momentum, all of the good juju right now, clearly on their side.
And a few anxious moments, but the hands team is able to fall on it.
And you're just waiting for that right bounce, that right skip for that ball to get 10 yards to try to make something happen and make a miracle come to fruition. And Palmer, it's not going to happen. The defense's hands team, they were ready, they were dialed in, and they get the football back.
Yeah, they fall on that one, David, and they can breathe a little bit easier now. But let's be honest, I mean, in college football, we've seen crazier things happen in these types of situations. The ball takes a crazy bounce. There's always a chance